Avi Meyers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us up on the web at www.ntnm.org. Community policing is still alive and well, even if CAPS funding has ended. Community policing and CAPS are not necessarily the same thing. CAPS is a federally funded thing. There will be monthly community policing meetings throughout the 24th district. Come whatever, thanks to our commander, James Roussel, as well as, so there'll be monthly meetings, whatever happens with the police, the community, the whole shot. We urge you to keep attending. Go to caps24.org to find out. And one of the fastest rising stars across the neighborhoods around here, and somebody who basically was almost unknown and built one of the largest networking organizations. And I guess having a networking organization is a good way to network and meet people. And we're talking about the head of Jewish B2B, and Mazel Tov upon his recent marriage. Shalom Klein, how you doing?
I'm great, Avi. Thanks so much. Thanks for the good wishes.
First of all, thank you so much for coming. And tell us a little bit, first tell us about Jewish B2B. You started out, having, what, about a couple of years ago?
It's been 2.5 years. I can't believe it's been that long. I guess I don't need to tell you about myself because I've been around you so much. But
well, you can.
Well, we started Jewish B2B 2.5 years ago from a lunch at Slice of Life restaurant in Skokie. Thought 20 people would come, and 75 people showed up. From there, started doing some monthly events and programs. Monthly turned out to be too infrequent for many people. And these days we have more than one event a week. We've I believe we've passed 10,000 people that have come out to events and programs all over the Chicagoland area. Our big event is called the Business Event. We've been doing that every year. This past year we did it at Lincolnwood Town Center, had 5,000 people. We've even brought a group of 100 Chicago business leaders to the White House, and we're planning that again in February of 2013. And planning an extra trip out to Springfield. So lots of good things going on, affecting the lives of people's professional careers, jobs, and of course businesses, small businesses, which are the lifeblood of our economy.
One of the interesting things about you is that you are very friendly with Democrats and Republicans. I mean, you do your best to just be friendly. I know you were involved with Joel Pollack, and now you're involved with Lou Lang, and that, not to mention, I know you did something with Dan Rutherford, and you were at the White House. So,
well, I believe relationships are key. I can agree or disagree with anybody on a range of issues, and with many of the folks that you just mentioned a moment ago, I may have disagreements on very major things. However, when it comes to small business, when it comes to jobs, those are things that we can agree on. And this Friday evening, I have Jan Schakowsky coming over for Shabbat dinner, and I'm looking forward to spending time saying thank you for her strong support over the past few weeks for Israel and what's been going on out there. And you mentioned many of the other names. I'm looking forward to continuing to develop relationships around business and jobs. Those are the two big important issues for me. And anybody that's willing to talk, anybody that's willing to listen, I'm there.
Yeah, I happen to like Jan. I don't always like her politics, but I like her as a person. I always have. And people don't even realize she actually got her claim to fame was she was the consumer advocate who got the expiration date on milk bottles.
I didn't know that.
That did not exist before her, and it was her as a West Rogers Park housewife did that.
One of the most important issues that I've been focused on recently are local issues as well. I'm a proud board member of the Skokie Caucus Party, and very involved in electing candidates. Again, I heard Ahmed talking before about some issues here in West Rogers Park, but I was just asked to head the Skokie Economic Development Commission, and so I'm going to be very focused on trying to bring some businesses to Dempster Street, trying to attract jobs to Skokie. I'm involved in many different organizations, many different organizations, but I just agreed to be honored at the Keshet banquet in March.
Oh,
so I'm on their board as well.
It's a very worthy charity. Keshet takes care of people with various serious disabilities.
It's a very special organization, some tremendous people involved, and they're really affecting people's lives, and so it's an honor to be honored by them, and I'm looking forward to continued involvement with them, with many of the other organizations around town. And it keeps me busy. It keeps me out of trouble between business, between trying to help people find jobs, dealing with local issues, dealing with children with special needs, all important causes.
No, definitely an important cause, no question about it. And Boy, you really get around. You know, I used to think that at your age, I had been all over the place, and I had been all over the place. But you know what? I never went to the White House. But then again, I wasn't friendly with that side at the time.
Well, I've now been to the White House
fan.
9 times over the past 2 years. And
Really?
I've met the president. It's been an amazing experience. Yeah. And it's great to have relationships. I've been involved in a number of different things. I need to get Brad Weisberg on the show regarding the jmom.com, and he's dealing with, he's quite the entrepreneur and great guy in the community that I've been working with on another project. But all these things, it's important to be passionate about projects. It's important to, if you have an idea, you know, make it happen, run with it. And thank God I've been able to meet a lot of wonderful, great people that I'm so proud of.
No, that sounds good. And you're definitely, you know, this year, you know, I actually booked both times to your big event, and I've actually got to show up. Plus, you do that in conjunction with Elliot Richardson, who's one of my favorite people, too. That also, from a little nothing, started this huge networking thing.
We started at the exact same time, literally the same month. We didn't know each other, got to know each other over time, and now we collaborate very, very closely. He's coming with me on this delegation out to the White House, and it'll be great. Hey, listen, you're welcome to come with us out to D.C.
Maybe. I can rob a bank and maybe come along with you.
I'm not sure that would get you into the White House, but...
Well, I'm not sure it would get me to the White House. Listen, you don't want to hear my political views about the White House these days. But,
okay.
I'm still in mourning.
Might be best off camera to talk about that.
Well, we could talk about that, but the truth of the matter is, listen, you definitely... didn't you even go to the... Did you go to the Passover Seder in Springfield or something like that?
I did not. No, I did not. But we are going to bring a group of 100 business leaders down to Springfield as well. I was not at the Seder. But it sounds interesting.
Well, I used to get invited because I came out big for Thompson when he beat Stevenson. So I used to get an annual invitation to the Seder. The reason I didn't go, and both of us are Orthodox Jews here, it was on the 6th night of Passover. They did wash out a Lincoln's Punch Bowl, which is kind of cool. The meal was not kosher, let alone kosher for Passover. And Thompson caught Howie Carroll skipping things in the Reform Haggadah, so he insisted on leading the service himself. But I was offered free plane rides, and actually the main reason I didn't want to go at all is I was really afraid of being in a single-engine airplane.
That's funny.
So anyway, if people want to get involved in Jewish B2B, where can they find you?
We have a website, www.jewishb2b.org, jewishb2b.org. Please check it out. Just a quick networking tip for you. Always have a business card with you. Always make sure people know how to reach you. And try to help your neighbors, try to help your friends, whether they own a business or jobs.
And I also want to point out that you also do stuff together with the Westridge Chamber of Commerce over here.
We've partnered on some events at Devon Bank, and looking forward to many, many more partnerships with other community organizations.
Which sounds good, and trust me, when he really knows how to work with people, and that's an understatement. And I know you're in a hurry to get over to Lincolnwood, so anyway, they can find you at Jewish B2B. Do you do things on Facebook also for Jewish B2B?
Do a lot of things on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/Jewish B2B Networking, Twitter, LinkedIn. We're all over the place. People can find us. And most importantly, come out to some of the events and start shaking hands. Happy networking.
And speaking of shaking hands, I want to thank you very much. I know you've got other appointments, and I'm glad you were able to make it today. And yeah, we will get Brad Weisberg on in the next week or two, and you guys can see it. Shalom Klein, thank you so much, and good luck in your endeavors.
Thank you, Avi. Appreciate it.
Thank you.